It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. Pushing his way through. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. We're scoreless after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jalen Carter able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Zach Bond, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd and 5. Dotson in motion right. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
He's got room to roam.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 35 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
74 yards.
And the Chiefs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, now how about this return?
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle with Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Shifts by at the 15. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Gainwell to return.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the key.
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. A give here to Pacheco. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal. Here's Pacheco. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now Allen on first down. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Mahomes now to throw on second down. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And a first down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. This one intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 57.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could...
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's complete. Peyton Hendershot. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A handoff to Pacheco. He'll work forward for a couple. Matt Milano there to stop him. 2nd down and 8. Patrick to throw to the left side in the hands of Rice. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes back. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. That one taken in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And angling for the sideline, but that ball will go out of bounds, so they try to pin them deep with a directional kick, but it backfires. With the ball out of bounds, it'll come out to the 40-yard line. First and 10. Slot man in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed left. He'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. The mark says 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up second down. They'll go play action here with Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 49.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the field goal here gets you the late lead. You got to think you want 6 when you have it first down and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Remember, a field goal takes the lead, but first and goal, you're thinking touchdown. But you can't lose yards on first down. It completely changes your approach now on a goal-to-go situation. Give credit to the defense.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. On second down, Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's Pacheco. Just a short gain to the 33-yard line. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. This is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. Now or never, they'll throw him, and he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much, and that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Allen, gonna give it to Cook. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They're going on 4th down. Allen looking downfield for Coleman. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
Yellow. 57.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. So it's a win here for the Bills. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game. Ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.